Hey, welcome back. In today's video I'm looking at the best camera that you can buy for under £500/dollars. They're about the same at the moment. There's a little bit of difference. I think you get a bit more money with your dollars. We're going to assume it's the same. So, what I have here is the Canon 5D Mark II. And I know what you're thinking. This isn't a brand new camera. You are right, it's very old. It's over a decade old. However, I don't think there is a better camera out there for this amount of money. It is great video, it takes amazing stills, and it is built like a tank. This is being shot on a 5D Mark II. I've gone through 6 of these, I think, and I shoot pretty hard. Some of them I've got up to nearly 1 million shutter actuations. My 5D Mark I reckon I got to around 3 million. They've mostly had their shutters replaced at some point, but they're great cameras and they're definitely not something you should shy away from buying. In my opinion, if you want the best image quality, you want at least a full frame sensor. And for £500, I don't think in stills that you'll get a better camera than a 5D Mark II. I think Nikon have something similar, maybe a D700 or whatever their full frame was at the same time. It'll be equally good in terms of price point and image quality. Now there's some drawbacks to this camera. If you want to shoot sport, the autofocus isn't great. However, I shot weddings on these cameras for over a decade and I never missed focus. You're basically stuck with one autofocus point in the middle, but a manual focus override. It's completely doable. I don't know what all the fuss is about. I've never had a problem with it. The low light ability is brilliant. I've got a 70D that I'm vlogging on, which is hiding up over there at the moment. At 1600 ISO, the images of that are useless. On this camera here at 1600 ISO, the images are absolutely brilliant. The RAW files are great. The latitude is great. Most of my portfolio, which is sat back here, was shot on this camera. I don't think there is a better bang for buck in terms of camera bodies. Now granted, you're going to need some lenses to go with that as well, but I still think you're probably looking at under £1,000 or under $1,000 to get a good setup. You could get this, a nifty 50, an 85, and maybe a cheap 24 second hand, and it'd be under £1,000. Let me know in the comments what you think your ideal camera for under £500 would be, but for me, I'm pretty much sold on the 5D Mark II for this. I plan on using my 5D Mark IIs until they generally just burn out, I think. There's still a great second-hand market. There's loads of videographers and landscape photographers who are selling very lightly used, only 50,000 shutter actuations on there. Go to sites like MPB if you're in the UK. Head over to Wex, they have a used site. And B&H Photo in the US, they've got a great used site. Pick one up, save a lot of money, don't buy an expensive crop sensor, buy a cheap second-hand full frame, and you'll thank me for it later. If you're enjoying the content, do hit subscribe. I'm doing 3 videos a week at the moment. I'd love to see you next time. See you soon. Bye bye.